And welcome into Rocky Stone Field here for the first round playoff action matchup between the Moncton Mustangs, first place overall in the league, and the fourth place St. John Ducks, Southern NB Ducks, I guess. As we just joined kickoff here as the Moncton receiving the opening kick from the Ducks as they look to scrimmage here from about the 35. Chris Corey on the call here, joined by the president of the New Brunswick Football Officials Association, Ray Dunn, on the call as we get ready for another action-packed game here in the Maritime Football League.
This should be a great game today, Chris. These two teams met twice this year in back-to-back games in Week 3 and Week 4. The Mustangs won those games 22-0 and 54-0. So the Ducks got to put some points on the board today.
Interesting to see the adjustments here by both teams as Aubrey Ellis with a carry off left tackle picks up a good 10 yards here on first down. Looks like it's going to be enough to move the chains here. Like you mentioned, Ray, both teams having been familiar with each other through the regular season. Interesting to see what changes or how they adapt here to each other.
Well, just like any regular season, Chris, regular season's over and playoff football begins. Anything can happen. Watch number 99, Brandon Caldwell, and watch for the run to go right his direction. Just like there, he moved out to the left side of the line, and the running back came up right behind him. 99, Brandon Caldwell, is going to be a big player for the Mustangs running game today.
That's who you're going to want to key on here for the Ducks defensively. As you see, that's number 24, Kent McDonald. Possibly, that's 34. That's Aubrey with the carry, sorry. Running in behind Caldwell, but nice job there by the Ducks. Forcing that run inside, bringing up a second and about 8. For Dan Comfort out of the pistol. Oh, and a big tackle in the backfield.
Number 50 for the Ducks. He was the one that got the pressure inside there, and that held the Mustangs up from getting any yards on that run. You'll see the snap here. Oh, I guess we're not going to have a replay on that one, but yeah, it was number 50, the defensive end on the left side of the line that made that stop.
Looks like Rob Blakemore for the Ducks crashing down for that big tackle. Comfort again, going to the air. He's got a receiver open, flags fly here.
Yeah, we had an offsides on the Ducks there. If we watch the replay, 74 tried to jump the snap, but he was timed it a little bit too early. Comfort took a shot downfield, and they just couldn't make the play happen. But the ball's moving up 5 yards regardless.
So free play here for the Mustangs, and you can't fault the Ducks for looking to get some pressure here on that Mustang offense early.
Listen, the Ducks defense know one thing: the Mustangs can score against them. So they want to get pressure to that quarterback ASAP, and they're taking their shots early here.
The Ducks now. Bunch formation. Oh, and a big run by Ellis. He breaks through into open ground. Oh, tackled from behind.
Yeah, Aubrey Ellis. This running game's going to be a big problem for the Ducks. They watch this replay. He comes right up, right behind Caldwell. Look at that block downfield. He's wide open. Hey, give credit to this defensive back, number 27, for chasing him down and making the tackle. Cale Gagnon. Great second effort by him to get back and stop that from being 6 points on the board.
Obviously, the Mustangs pretty big up front here, and even with 8 guys in the box for the Ducks, able to crank out a big run here by Ellis. His Comfort again in the pistol. He's going to hand off. That's number 10, Nick McEachern.
Nick McEachern came in there, but the Ducks did a good job. Number 44, watch this kid get in on the play. Fills in the gap right there. That was 24 that came around the backside to make that tackle for the Ducks. That's Keenan Gagnon again.
Looks like we got a few Gannings on
We
the
got a
roster
couple,
here
Keenan. Yeah.
For the Ducks. But the Ducks bringing some pressure up the middle here with their linebackers. Let's see if Moncton tries to exploit that, going to the edges. Again, bit of a 22 set here with some reverse action, but again, pressure in the backfield by the Ducks.
Yep, that time it...
number 50 again.
Number 50 was in there again on that tackle, Rob Blakemore. He got in and filled up the gap. put a stop to the Mustangs running game there. It is now 3rd down and 9, Chris. Mustangs got to possibly look at the passing play here.
Looks like Comfort is going to the air. Pass protection. He puts it up in the end zone. Oh, just a little too far.
It's a little too far. We got a flag on the field. We got offsides on the defense, Chris.
Ooh, and that's a big penalty against the Ducks.
That will be taking the ball up 5 yards. Repeat 3rd down.
So that brings it to a 3rd and manageable here, about 3rd and 4.
It'll be 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5, I guess. But again, this is a big stop. If St. John can hold Moncton to a field goal attempt here, that's a win for that defense.
Yeah.
We'll look to see if Comfort goes to the air again as they come out. Bit of a 22 set, 2 receivers to each side with Caldwell and McEachern here in the backfield for pass pro. Oh, and they go with the slot sweep. And he looks like he's picked up a first and into the end zone. That's going to be number 80. Brent Guimont.
Yeah, Brent Guimont. Watch this play here. Comes around on the slot receiver. Comes across on that jet sweep. Look at the blocking downfield by the Mustangs. Gets him down to the 3, and then it's all his effort right there to take that ball across the goal line for a touchdown for the Mustangs. At 6-0, pending the extra point here. The convert.
Every point's going to matter here in the playoffs. Kick is up
that
and good.
That kick was good. Good solid snap and hold by number 3 for the Mustangs. That's Dylan House that's holding the ball for
Ben George.
Ben George. We talked about this special teams crew last week. They were a huge difference in that game last week against the Wanderers. And one thing I noticed today, Chris, before this game, all the players had left the field except for the special team unit for the Mustangs. They were still out there snapping, kicking balls. So they really put a lot of effort into their special teams here.
Yeah, and just where you're only able to practice a couple times a week, every extra rep certainly comes into play here for that unit. And like you said last week, a close 1-score game here with the Wanderers. And a lot of hidden yardage in that punting game for the Mustangs, and obviously with the field goals and extra points for Ben George. So a big plus for the Mustangs in that department as the kickoff. Bit of a squibber here. Picked up by the Ducks. Trying to come to the wide side of the field. Turns it up, and he's going to be swallowed up there just about the 30.
There was an interesting formation on that kickoff for the return team, Chris. They had 6 men up front on the retaining line. You normally see a 5-man front, but they had 6 men up there. It was almost like they were anticipating a short kickoff on that play. They've got the ball to start at the 28-yard line, and let's see what the Ducks offense can do to answer the Mustangs touchdown.
Ducks now come out. Oh, bit of a split formation here out of the pistol. Toss to the right. Nice tackle there by the Mustangs, able to swallow that play up.
Yeah, that was a little off tackle run there by number 21. I can't see the number on this play. Here we go. Let's see. Yeah, 21. That's Jonathan Marino.
And here we see Jared Laming. Quick pass on the out route to looks like number 20. It's going to be Andrew Kirkpatrick.
Andrew Kirkpatrick.
Out to the right, fullback.
Yeah.
Leaks out into the flat. Nice pickup.
Hey,
nice tackle as well.
That's a great little pass to get your momentum started on this first drive of the game.
Oh, Laming airing it out. 10 to target, number 7, Owen Dunfield.
This Owen Dunfield, keep an eye on this kid during the game. He's a phenomenal athlete. I saw his weekly stats on a regular basis in high school. He was one of the top athletes in high school for football. There's no question about that. And this kid's got an arm as well, can run the ball. So keep an eye on this kid as the game goes on.
As the Ducks get up in punt formation here. You're going to see an onside man here as well to the right of the punter. He's able to go down and cover the football without having to give yards as the Mustangs receive that. Oh, and taken down just about the 44 or so.
That was a great special teams unit.
That was a good kick.
That was a good kick for this for the Ducks here. You know, one thing to keep in mind for the Southern Ducks, Chris, this is only their second season in the Maritime Football League. 2020 was nobody played football, so they came into the league in 2019. It's a fairly young team, comprised mostly of high school players from outside of the St. John region, Sussex, St. Stephen, and so there's two teams in St. John that are recruiting football players. So it makes it tough to go against a team with one city, you know, in one city.
Absolutely. It's nice to see some young up-and-coming players are getting a chance to play as well, as we see another jet sweep here by the Mustangs. A little slot reverse by number 80 again. It's going to be Brent Guimont.
Yeah, Brent Guimont, same play we saw earlier. Jet sweep, great block by number 8 there. And again, once he finds the hole, he's picking up some good yards for the Mustangs on that play.
Again, running that to the wide side of the field. Same play they ran for the touchdown inside the 10.
That is a play where your linebackers really have to be disciplined in closing that gap off on the outside.
And the Ducks in basically a 4-4 Eagle defense. Quick hitch out to the flat. That's going to be number 14. Nathan Treitz had a big touchdown last week out of Mount A. He picks up a good 7 yards on first down.
Yeah, that was...
that may have been 84.
Yeah, 84 for the Mustangs, which is...
Ryan LeBlanc.
Ryan LeBlanc.
So second and manageable here for the Mustangs. Dan Comfort, obviously, Caldwell in the game here, 99. Offset to the right. And they're going to run with McEachern off the right side. And he looks to have enough for a first.
Yeah, it's going to be really close first down. The referee's going to come in here, have a peek. Oh, and he's going to call for a measurement, Chris. It's very close. He's going to send the stick. Oh, no, he has decided it's a first down. So first down for the Mustangs. That was a great little pickup for McEachern.
Running inside there behind Caldwell.
But you have to give credit to the Ducks' defensive line so far. Those interior runs are doing a good job of stopping those.
Another hitch pass out here to LeBlanc. Oh, and he's got room. He picks up the first. You're going to see the Ducks playing a bit of a 4-4 front, 8 men in the box with 2 safeties and 2 corners. A little vulnerable to the outside. They're trying to stack the box to stop that inside run.
It is, and watch this. They pick it up right away, gets it to the outside where there's space, and takes it out of bounds for a first down. Comfort will take those all day if you give them to him.
It's an easy pass for the QB, easy completion. Let's see if the Ducks will adjust their defense here to... Oh, and the pump fake, he's got him deep, wide open. Is number 8. There's Brady Newcomb, former Moncton High player, but
former quarterback for
well.
Moncton High. Yeah, that play there, he looked to 84 on the outside again. There was good coverage on him. There must have been some miscommunication on Newcomb. He was wide open into the end zone, and Comfort finds him for a touchdown. That is going to take the Mustangs up to possibly 14-0 pending this kick.
Again, St. John in that cover 2 look, that's really the safety's man who has to come off of that, but they ran the wide receiver ran a hitch with that slot running a bit of a wheel in behind it.
Yeah, the Ducks defense, listen, we talked about the scores earlier this year, 22 and, big scores. 22-0 and 54-0 for the Mustangs offense. Comfort, if he's allowed to stand in the pocket with no pressure, he's going to find receivers open downfield all day, Chris. So the Ducks have got to find a way to get pressure on that QB, but at the same time, be able to look for those flanks coming in from, those jet sweeps as well as those receivers on the outside.
And that's the St. John defense stacked in the middle, but vulnerable on the edges at this point. Let's see if they do adjust here on the next series as they get set to receive the kick here from the Mustangs. George kicking off back to the 5. He's got a bit of a seam. Oh, a nice tackle by number 4, Zach Terrio.
Yeah, that was a great tackle by Zach Terrio. There was a big gap. There was a big gap for that returner on the way back there. Watch this.
George Betteridge on the return.
Here we go. Look at this gap as it opens. Looks like he's going to be gone for a while, and Terrio just comes in to take him out.
Good job there. As the Ducks line up here to scrimmage from about their 32. First down, and they come out in a 22 set here with Laming in the pistol. He's going to the air, going deep for, just a little overthrown. Like you said, number 7, Owen Dunfield.
Pass is incomplete. That brings up second down.
Receiver that Moncton's going to want to focus on.
It's not hard to lose focus of Owen Dunfield. He's got a red helmet on versus everybody else wearing the green. Watch out for the red helmet if you're a Mustangs DB. He's got some speed to get downfield.
Now the Ducks going empty backfield here. Trips receivers each side in a bunch formation. Pressure up front in the middle by the Mustangs. Oh, intercepted! Number 72. He's going to the house. D. Lyman dropping back into coverage. Siku Sidibe out of Harrison Trimble.
Yeah, what a great play. Watch this. He's back. Number 7 comes flying in there to put pressure on the quarterback, and he's just trying to get rid of the ball. 72 picks it up, takes it in, pick 6, Chris. That makes it 20-0 for the Mustangs, and they are rolling right now with 5 minutes left to go in the first quarter.
5:28 left to go. And again, you knew you were in for a battle here in the first round of the playoffs, but you certainly don't want to give your opponent any free ones. So 7 points here on the board for the Mustangs on behalf of the Ducks as they get ready to try to convert here the extra point. You don't want to see this game get out of hand too early, but at the same time, you don't want to sleep on a team when they have this much time to come back. So we await the kick here from Ben George as he kicks it over the scoreboard. Oh, off the 10.
Ben George's kick is good. That brings
well, there you go. It's 21-0. We're 5 minutes into the first quarter. All right, that quarter, the quarterback has just thrown a pick 6 for, to put up another 6 points for the Mustangs. It will be interesting to see how the Ducks respond to this. Are they going to come back out throwing the ball, or are they going to come out running the ball after that last score?
I think for the Ducks, you want to try to come out and sustain a drive and not put your defense back out on the field here right away or throw another interception or have a turnover. So let's see if they can get some good field position here off this return. Like you said, only 5 guys in the front line on this return for the Ducks. Oh, they are going with 6. Okay. Late coming onto the field. That's going to be picked up by return man for the Ducks, and he's coming across the field to the wide side. That's Jordan Betteridge. Number 3 as he gets the Ducks out to the 45. Good field position here.
Yeah, that was a great return by Betteridge.
It'll be first down for the Ducks.
He's really got some speed coming upfield from, he caught that ball around the 5-yard line, turned it around upfield, and just did a great job getting some field position. Now, the Ducks are very close to midfield. This has been their best field position to start the game, and they've got to get some momentum going here if they want to get back into this ball game.
See the Mustangs come out here basically in a 4-3. The benefit for the Mustangs is they can generate pressure just with their front 4. They don't have to blitz. As the Ducks come out in this 3-by-3 bunch set again, you're going to see all 3 receivers bunched together trying to force a rub route. And Laming rolls out to his left and sort of out of desperation.
Pass is incomplete. That brings up second down.
Yeah, you could see they were trying to get the ball to Dunfield again. Watch this. Quarterback just rolls out. He's looking to get him and just overthrows him. And luckily it hit the ground before a Mustangs player could make a play on that ball. But he is 5 wide again there. There's no
6 wide.
They have no interest of running the ball here unless the quarterback decides to pick up some yards with his own
Now they're
feet.
going Quince to the left here. 5 receivers to one side. And Laming pulls it down. He's going to run. Oh! And may have wanted to slide a little earlier than taking that hit, but picking up as many yards as he could here for his teammates.
You know what? That was a positive play for the Ducks. That's their best offensive play today as far as gaining yards. And I like that, moving all the guys over to one side of the field. They've got a running back in the formation here, though.
As Laming throwing again. Oh, through the hands of the fullback.
Pass is incomplete. That brings up fourth down.
That's number 20, Andrew Kirkpatrick. Had success with that, basically leaking their fullback out to the flat before.
We've got a substitution coming in. That means the Ducks are going to punt this ball downfield and put their defense back on the field. Hopefully they can get some field position here.
Again, it looks like they're going to have an onside man. Usually when your punter has a neck roll, it looks like he plays defense. But he was able to get off a boomer here off the first one. Another good kick.
And they do have an onside player here. Mustangs.
Oh, and that's picked up by number 29 from the Mustangs. It's going to be Jarrell Jr. Jorisan out of Concordia. His first year here with the Mustangs.
Good kick. That was a strategy kick. They had an onside player on that side of the field, but the Mustangs recover, pick up a couple yards. He gets down to the ground, and it's going to be first down Mustangs at their own 42-yard line. 1st and 10. And Dan Comfort's coming out to lead his offense once again here.
And this is where if you're the Ducks, you're going to need a 3 and out here to try to hold this Mustang offense off the board. Already up 21-0 here as we enter 3 minutes, 43 seconds left in the first quarter. But they're staying in this 4x4 set. You see 8 guys in the box here for the Ducks. So a cover 2 look. Let's see if Comfort goes to the ground or puts it in the air, and it's a run inside. That looks like number 20, Caleb Fogarty, out of St. FX.
Yeah, just like we talked last week, the Mustangs have got a 21-0 lead. They're going to run this ball and watch them to continue running this ball right behind Brandon Caldwell, number 99. And at this point, they want to get as much time off the clock as possible, even though we're still in the first quarter. So we'll look for the Mustangs to continue running the ball if they're having this kind of success.
And the benefit, too, for the Mustangs having a lead this early is possibly getting some backup players in as well to give your starters a rest for next week. Oh, and a big, again, slot sweep here. This time, number 23, Troy Hicks.
Yeah, Troy Hicks comes off again. That's a little jet sweep. Comes over, a couple of great blocks again. Look at 69. I believe that's
right tackle.
Yeah, 69. That's Jamie Ward downfield, just providing blocks for that running play. And the Mustangs roll up another first down. And the Ducks are really having a tough time stopping the run, stopping the pass. They're going to have to. Head coach Darcy Barker is going to have to come up with something to stop these Mustangs.
And you can see again St. John still in that eagle set. That same play to the other side of the field. That jet sweep, and this is number 88. He's going to take it to the house untouched. That's Tyler Ivany.
Tyler Ivany on the carry.
We have a late flag that's just come in on this play. Watch 88 here. He's following 52, takes him downfield, and then he's just wide open, and he takes off for the end zone. But I don't know if the Ducks were looking for the play to go to the right side of the formation, but there wasn't many Ducks players on the outside. Now, there is a flag down, and I see the refs are having a conversation out near the 30-yard line, and they're speaking to the Mustangs.
It is awesome.
So we have objectionable conduct on the Ducks. It's going to be a touchdown. They're going to kick the field goal from the 5-yard line and apply the 10-yard penalty on the kickoff. So, listen, if you're the Ducks right now, the last thing you need to do is be taking these kinds of penalties when you're down, soon to be possibly 28-0 still in the first quarter.
Not doing themselves any favors here with that late penalty, so we await the extra point here from the Mustangs, which is good. So officially 28-0.
Bringing the score to the Mustangs 28, Ducks no score.
With 1:48 remaining in the first quarter. And again, the Mustangs are going to just keep running that play until the Ducks adjust to it.
Might as well give a quick shout out to our Zebras today, Chris. Our referee, number 30, is Allison Gates from St. John. We've got our umpire, Jim Fowler, number 31. Our field judge, Chris Wall, 87 from St. John. Our back judge, number 5, Andy Atkins. Our down judge, number 24, John McDonald. And our line judge, number 41, Bob Prosser. They are the gentlemen responsible for officiating this crew today. And as you can see, we had a 10-yard penalty, so it was actually a 15-yard penalty. It was a UR, not objectionable conduct. And that's why you see the ball where it's being kicked from now, 15 yards up from your 45-yard line.
So on the St. John side of the 55, so this is a live ball. If this goes into the end zone, this could be a rouge or a single point. Oh, as they go onside short, and that's going to be live for the Mustangs as they recover. Once it hits the defending player and goes 10 yards, it is live, so the Mustangs showing no mercy.
So I want you to see this. When you watch that play, the kicking player person, he backed up off the kick. If you're on the front line, you've got to attack the ball. Go at the ball, not back up away from the ball. Watch this. Here's the kick. He's backing up from the ball, and now we lose tracks of it, hits him. It's a live ball. The Mustangs can recover that kick.
And that's one of the main reasons you don't put 6 people up on the front line of your return, because a good kicker will kick a ball directly at you, especially where you're standing shoulders square to the line. Usually you're angled to the side so you don't give him a big target to kick at. Oh, and a bobbled snap. As they're back to fall on, and that actually looks like Dylan House into the game possibly here for.
Yep, that is Dylan House in the. That's Dylan House into the game now. That was the first play we've seen of this game for the Mustangs where they've had some negative yards, Chris. But snap just went over top of House's head, and he was able to fall on top of it. And it's going to be Mustangs second and about 20 yards. So let's see how they respond to this.
So House now in the game here for the Mustangs. You're going to see that slot sweep motion again in the backfield. Flag on the play. It could be a possible face mask, but that was number 84, Ryan LeBlanc.
You got it exactly right, Chris. You should put on the black and white zebra outfit, because that was a face mask on the Ducks, and we are going to go to the end of this play at 15 yards, and it's going to be a first down for the Mustangs. Well, hang on a second here. He's talking to the Ducks offense or defense.
This may have been against LeBlanc as he was trying to stiff arm that defender.
It is. That penalty was against the Mustangs. So we're going to go back 15 yards from the end of that play.
Objectionable conduct.
And it's going to be third down now for the Mustangs.
That'll bring up third down.
And it's third down and a mile for a first down here, Chris. And we've talked about this last week. Momentum is a killer in football. So this could be the play that the Ducks need to start building some momentum of their own to get back into this ball game.
They're going to need a stop, but they are still playing tight to the line of scrimmage here. They could be susceptible to giving up a big play. Let's see if House puts it in the air or if he keeps it on the ground. He is going to throw, and he is going deep corner route. Oh, just out of the hands. Nice play there by the defender for the Ducks getting over there.
That was a great play by House. He took a shot, put the ball up in the air, had his wide receiver, and he just couldn't get his hands on the ball by the great play by the defensive back. Again, one problem with the Ducks, I'm just going to tell you this right now from commentating this game on television, we can't see your numbers. All right, this green and gold scheme, it's really tough to see your numbers up here in the booth.
Either way, nice play there by the defender for the Ducks. A good ball by House. It was a good route, just nicely defended by the Ducks, exactly what they needed. As the Mustangs back to kick, as they have an onside player here as well. That's, received by, looks like number 30 there for the Ducks, Adam Johnson.
Yeah, watch Ethan Hockman. He gets in there and makes a great tackle to bring this returner down, so he gets very little yards on this play. Great special teams play there by number 13.
Yeah, may have actually lost yards on the return there, but that might be number 36. Yeah, that's Jeremy Miller, I guess, on the return. Again, hard to pick up some of the numbers here on the green jerseys.
What's interesting, too, we got different shades of green out there. Look at number 99. He's wearing Masters green.
I think that's custom made.
That's custom made.
Custom ordered.
That's like a Masters green jacket green out there.
Well, like you said with the red helmet, that's one way to stand out. That's Caleb Rogers making his presence known on the D-line.
All right, so this is a big play. Oh. Looks like we're going to have one more play before this is over.
Looks like a re-kick. Bouncing ball. Oh, another flag, but...
We got a flag down.
Flag down on the play.
Looks like Kelson Daigle. That's a 17.
We've got a conversation going on between the two deep officials. They're trying to sort out what they're going to do with this. Here comes the referee. He has waved off the penalty. So the ball is going to be at the 32-yard line coming out. First quarter's over. They're going to reverse ends, and we're going to get started again.
So 28-0 here for the Moncton Mustangs. At the end of the first quarter here at Rocky Stone. Chris Corey, happy to be joined by Ray Dunn here on the call. Again, first round of the playoffs. The winner to meet in the finals to be held next week. Moncton having home field advantage. If they were to come out victorious today, they would host the championship game. See the St. John Wanderers, Fredericton Fleet playing in the other playoff matchup this week. Let's see if a change of ends here brings about some points for the Ducks. They're going to stay in this offensive formation. Facing an empty backfield. Oh, with some motion. Maybe some trickeration. Oh, dangerous pass there by Laming.
Yeah, there was a lot of motion going on in that formation. Just before the quarterback snaps the ball, we've got 4 guys in motion here. But the Mustangs do not fall for it. Look, their DBs are sitting back. They're waiting for a pass, especially when you come out 6 wide. And that ball was almost picked off again there.
Even in this offensive formation, Moncton's basically going to be in a zone cover. So this motion, you can tell Moncton not having to adjust to it, really. Another dangerous pass by Laming, although defender may have got there a little early. There's a flag on the play. Maybe some pass interference here going in favor of the Ducks.
I missed what happened on that play there, Chris, because I see a bunch of umbrellas popping up here. So we must have a little bit of rain that's starting to take place out on the field out there. So that could be an impact on this weather. It is definitely pass interference on the defense. And just like last week, we talked about how penalties can sometimes also favor that momentum change. But the Ducks just got their first down of the day, and let's see what they can do with that.
Looks like it was at the spot of the foul as they're up to the 35-yard line. And again, lots of pre-snap motion as they do try the reverse. Oh, and he's swallowed up by that swarming defense of the Mustangs.
Yeah, the Mustangs didn't fall for that. They are staying put. They're playing a very responsible defense right now. And this time, great looking play with all those men in formation, but the Mustangs picked that up. Number 26, Oliver LeBlanc was right there to make that stop.
Zach Terrio in there too as well on the stuff.
And if you watch the Mustangs defense, when the Ducks are sending guys in motion, they're not going with them. They're holding their ground.
So that is also a key for the quarterback that they're in a zone defense as the Mustangs bring pressure up the middle. Nice pickup there by the Ducks as the QB, Jared Laming, running for his life there.
He was
out the left side.
Number 7, Jamie Gallant, again had pressure in the backfield for the Mustangs. Laming had to scramble. He picked up 5 yards, so now they've got a 3rd and 5. Let's see what they can do with this.
Zach Terrio on the tackle again for the Mustangs. He's been all over the field here for the red and black. Oh, and a quick hitch pass. Trying to get some positive yards. He's going to be close, but it might be short. Has to get to the 46. It looks like he's on the 45-yard line here. So it's going to be 4th and a yard.
Just short of a 4th down. The rain is picking up here, Chris. It's really starting to come down here now. That's going to make the ball just a little bit more slippier.
Oh, and there they go for it on 4th and swarmed by that Mustang defense. Zach Terrio in there. Good push in the middle by number 92 as well.
Yeah, Zach Terrio made a great tackle on this play. They expected run, they played run, and Terrio was able to get back there and stop them for a loss. It's now going to be Mustangs ball, 1st down at the 44-yard line.
Gabriel St. Germain, only 6'3", 260 out of UNB. But the Mustangs, offensively and defensively, O-line, D-line, a lot of beef in between the tackle boxes for the Mustangs. So going to be hard to beat off the line of scrimmage as that dive didn't bring up the 1st down results here for the Ducks as the Mustangs take over. Another high snap. House able to bring it down. That jet sweep again out of the slot. Picking up another 1st down here. That looks to be number 88. Tyler Ivany again.
Yeah, Mustangs are just sticking with what's working. This play's been working for them all game. Let's just stay with it. 88 brings that ball across the field again. Able to pick up a 1st down. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
And also, too, you don't want to show too much to your possible opponent for next week. So until the Ducks successfully stomp out that play, I expect, although the Ducks look like they've adjusted a little bit here, going into a bit of a 4-3. As House going to the air, over the middle, dangerous pass, almost intercepted by the Ducks. Number 4, Liam Murray.
Yeah, Liam Murray had an opportunity to intercept this ball. That would have been great for the Ducks, but he just wasn't able to hold on to that. Look at House here. He fires it down the middle, and
right through the hands.
Number 4 steps up. He had a perfect chance to catch that, but we just talked about the rain, the impact that it might have on the ball and the play, and that may have had an impact right there.
I would have thought rain would be the Ducks kind of weather.
Exactly.
Apparently not. As House As House gets another chance here from the pistol. Another bit of a high snap, but he's handing off to McCackern. He's going to pick up a good 6 yards here or so. It's going to bring up third down.
Yeah, the Mustangs have been trying to get to the ball to the outside of the off tackle all game. So this time they tried to surprise them a little bit and run right up the middle, but the Ducks were able to make that stop. It's going to be third down and approximately 6 here. This is a big play for this Ducks defense to try to get them off the field.
Another run for McCackern up the middle. That's going to be close. But you can see he had a good 5 yards before he was touched, so the offensive line doing some road work up front.
I noticed the Mustangs are having a little bit of trouble snapping the ball ever since House has come into this game. And I see when I'm looking at the players, number 53, Corey Lorette, the normal center for the Mustangs, is over on the sidelines. So they must be trying out a few different new players or giving some guys some time during this ball game and saving up some of their starters for the championship next weekend.
With this 28-point lead, Ben George lining up for a field goal attempt. Snap is good. Kick is up. Well, long enough, and it is true. Putting another 3 points on the board. That's going to bring it to 31-0 for the Mustangs.
That's a problem for opposing defenses, okay? You make a great stop. You think you're holding the Mustang from putting up points, and in comes that special teams unit that we talked so much about last week. They're going to put their 3 points up a majority of the time. Ducks are going to take the option of scrimmaging the ball at the 35 here, Chris, rather than have the Mustangs kick off to them. But that is the biggest challenge for any team rolling in here to play against the Mustangs is if you do make the stop in their offense, their special teams are still going to put points on the board against you.
And that's the thing for a road team coming in to Rocky Stone here as well. You almost want to treat that as if you're already down. And a run there off right tackle. Swallowed up easily there by Rose. Looks like Dunstan in there as well for the Mustangs.
John Marino picks up a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, if you watch this replay here, number 30 for the Mustangs, he's patient. He sees the ball coming, and he's just in there to fill up the gap to stop that run from going anywhere.
You see another run here by the Ducks. Ball came out, I believe, late. Trevor Robichaud jumping on that ball, but I believe it's going to be down by contact.
Down by contact. It's third down. That's 2 running plays in a row. Ducks are trying to get something going here.
Out of shotgun formation here. Larimer going to the air. Oh, he's looking for Owens. Dunfield again.
Yeah, he looked for Dunfield again. I will tell you, the slot receiver on our side of the field was wide open in the middle of the field, and Laming just didn't see him. Instead, he was looking to the outside. And it looks like they're going to be punting the ball again to the Mustangs offense. And according to the flags, looks like they're kicking into the wind right now.
Going left to right here for the Ducks. A little bit of rain here as well. Let's see if that affects it. Oh, as they blow the play dead quick. He took a knee. He's whistled down, which is the rule in the Canadian League. Safety precaution.
This is a new rule. This new rule came in play in 2020, and it's the first time it's being used in 2021. In years past, you could go down to a knee to field the ball on a kick that's coming to you or on a bad snap. The rule is now, if you're going to field a bad snap and you put your knee down on the field, or you're going to return a kick and your knee hits the ground, you are dead. The second you have possession of the ball with a knee on the field, and that is a big mistake by the Ducks, because now the Mustangs are going to have first down on their 25-yard line.
And that's the Ducks had been somewhat successful on fourth down in getting some field position out of their punt game. But this is going to set up the Mustangs. They go empty. They're going to run that slot run as well. Oh, and he's going to be in the house. That's number 20. Caleb Fogarty. Basically same play, different formation.
That's good for a Mustangs touchdown.
That was a great option play there. House rolled out to his right, looked like he was going to look for something downfield. Did kind of a sneak handoff to Fogarty there, and Fogarty just ran it to the house. It was an open field. There was nobody between him and the end zone, and that was an easy touchdown for the Moncton Mustangs.
So a bit of a counter play where House rolls out to his right, having your running back lined up as a slot. Running across the formation here as Ben George getting his workout in today. Another extra point attempt.
Ooh, over! What a kick by Ben George. That ball goes over the Moncton Minor field house. That ball's in the parking lot.
Free football for anybody that wants one in the parking lot. We'll see if the kids are racing.
Free football. Not only that, but I'd hate to have my car parked where that ball came down.
Well, obviously, Ben George, only his 7th kick or so of the day, so well warmed up and obviously putting some extra yardage here on that extra point. As there's 8:06 left here in the first half.
You got all of that one.
38-0 here for the Mustangs.
Now sorry, Chris. What's going to be interesting here in this game here? We are in the semifinals. In the regular season, once the score is over 35, the clock goes to running time. It's the MFL mercy rule.
Is that 1 point on the kickoff? The Ducks stepped out of bounds at the back of the end zone. That's going to give the Mustangs another point here as you're going to see George.
Yeah, look at this. He boots it deep. Ball bounces into the end zone. 80 goes to field it, and he is out of bounds. That is your ruse right there. That is one of the big differences in Canadian football versus American football is that rouge. If it's kicked into the end zone and it doesn't come out, that's a single point, and the ball's going to be scrimmaged at the 35. But yeah, so back to the mercy rule.
Yes.
If it was 35 and over, the clock would run straight time at that point. It will be interesting to see how they handle this in a semifinal game.
As the Ducks are going to try to mount an offensive drive. Oh, almost dangerously through the hands of number 20, Andrew Kirkpatrick. That's the 3rd time they've run that play.
Watch 87 coming in here. He's watching the player ahead. Had he had the eyes on the ball there, that ball could have easily been picked off for another 6 points for the Mustangs.
Not what the Ducks would want to see. So there's a bit of early motion there as well, going to the same play. Oh! And that was almost knockout city.
That brings up 3rd down.
Look, it's not easy coming in here to play against the Mustangs. They are a well-established team in this football league, getting lots of pressure on them. But Laming is a little off on his passes today. He's rushing the throw. He's not getting set. Watch his feet. He's got quick feet, and he's not setting on that front foot when he's going to throw the ball.
Going with the hard count. May have had a free play. He's throwing it up for number 80. Oh, almost comes down with it. The Ducks should get a free 5 yards out of this play regardless.
Great play by number 12 there, Alex Humphrey. Ball is put up. It looks like it's going to be received, and he gets the ball out of the receiver's hands.
Jason Beach went up for it, number 80 for the Ducks. Unable to come down, but good play there by Laming, knowing he had the free play. Moncton had come offside. He went deep for it, knowing that even if it's intercepted, they still basically have the free 5 yards. So now 3rd and 5 here for the Ducks on the 40. He's going to try a hitch route. Oh, dangerous again. Almost jumped there by number 12.
Yeah, Alex Humphrey there, he was watching the quarterback's eyes on this throw, and once the ball was in the air, he made a play on the ball. Just couldn't hold on to it. It is now going to be 4th down, and it looks like the Ducks are bringing out their kicking team to kick this ball downfield. It's 4th and 5 here, Chris.
You got nothing to lose if
You
you're
got
the Ducks.
nothing to lose.
Oh, and a bad snap, and he's down again. So another loss of 12 yards here on the bobbled snap.
Yeah, listen.
First down for the Mustangs.
Special teams is such an important part of football. And that long snapper has such a tough job on punts. And you can see how important it is. And that's why number 45, Denny Dueron, is working on that so much pre-game. And if you do not have a solid long snapper, it causes havoc for a special teams unit. And again, they're giving up solid field position to the Mustangs offense.
Again, the little things within the game that can cost you. So the second time here that the Ducks give up great field position to the Mustangs on their own 28. Let's see if they run that slot sweep again out of the tailback, Aubrey Ellis. Basically the same running play as they can't bring him down. Inside the 6, late flag comes out.
A second flag comes out by the umpire too. We got 2 flags on the field. The officials are having a quick chat, but just look at Aubrey Ellis here. Look at the strength and power. He's got 3 guys trying to drag him down to the ground, and he picks up 20 yards, 25 yards on that running play. The Mustangs are rolling right now.
And again, the Mustangs.
We have a player down on the field after that. So we've got trainers coming onto the field to look after the player while the officials are trying to figure out what they're going to do with this ball. I see the umpire going to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 15 yards against the Mustangs. So 15-yard penalty against the Mustangs. It's going to remain first down.
An unnecessary roughness.
So 2 penalties.
First down for the Mustangs.
Against the Mustangs. As you're going to see here, Ellis obviously getting the edge with ease. There may have been a hold in there too, but finally brought down inside the 5. Still working on the St. John player here.
Oh, they're calling in for some help here, so there's additional trainers coming onto the field.
Let's hope it's nothing serious. May have been a bit of block from behind there at the very end of the play. You always like to see your lineman downfield. Looks like to be a leg injury here, as they tend to the Ducks defender. But again, Moncton able to take advantage of the edges here in the flats on that Duck defense. And the majority of their runs, big runs, have come to the outside.
Yeah, that's where they're having their big success today, is getting that ball off tackle, out in the open spaces. And the Mustangs players, once they get that open space, they've got a nose for the end zone. And that's been the big difference between these two teams. 53 is up on his feet here.
So Greg Brown,
they're helping him off to the sideline. Looks like there's nothing major on this injury.
We'll see if he's, not sure if he's at the end of the play being.
Yeah, you could see that shot at the end of the play there. That's where the injury came in.
That's, I think, number 60, an old lineman for the Mustangs downfield. You see the...
Right there. That's the hit from behind right there.
And that's what brought on the, looks like a 30-yard penalty here for the Mustangs. Bringing them up, but that's Diogresis Muetti out of Lodise, who's been a pretty strong lineman here for the Mustangs all year.
I am glad that you're responsible for pronouncing the players' names today, Chris, because I am a well-known name murderer, and there's no way I would be able to do any justice to these players' names that you're calling out here today.
Well, I certainly will give them a shot, but I may butcher a few myself. But regardless, good play. O-lineman downfield blocking. Just you got to make sure you see the front of the numbers when doing so. So hopefully the Ducks defender Greg Brown is all right as he's helped off the field. The Mustangs will get ready to scrimmage here from about the 44, I guess. As I believe this is House still in the game here. Quick hitch in the dirt.
We have a quick foul blown down here by the referee. It looks like it's going to be procedure on the offense.
Against the Mustangs.
Procedure can be essentially that false start that you're talking about, which is an American football rule.
Yeah.
But it's basically meaning an offensive player's moved before the ball has snapped. The referee and the umpire are the two best guys to see that. The referee saw it, blew the play dead, moved the offense back another 5 yards.
And that can be an offensive lineman moving too fast, or sometimes too, the slot receivers who are in motion or have a waggle to the line of scrimmage may cross the line of scrimmage before the ball is snapped, causing the offside. So they get ready to replay it here, first down. Oh, as he's got the Ducks encroached. Free play for House. He goes to the air. Oh, and it's caught! Bobbled by some Duck defenders. And Brady Newcomb comes down with the biscuit.
Yeah, Brady Newcomb, watch this throw. The Ducks do jump off just offside here on the right side of the formation. And there he is. He's standing. He's caught. Number 3 just pops the ball downfield. And look at this circus catch. That's almost OBJ right there.
The one-hander by House.
You keep making catches like that, you're going to find yourself on the cover of Madden Football.
Well, that was a bit of a duck by House when he threw that one up here into the wind.
Our play-by-play announcer here at the stadium is just had a funny moment.
Lots of chuckles here from the fans in attendance as Ellis again off the left side. Oh, a nice tackle. Finally, by number, looks like 95 here from the Ducks. That's Agbovi Godfred. Godfred Agbovi.
Good play by 95 because he was the guy that jumped off sides earlier that gave House that play downfield. And he was able to back them up a little bit here, making it 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2.
But that's exactly what your defensive ends are supposed to do, is to contain that outside run. And Agbovi was able to get upfield and make a tackle here on Ellis, who have been running rampant here all over in the first half. So get lined up to do it again. House, oh, we're going to see that slot counter. Ellis up the middle, oh! Leans forward after contact. That's going to be good for a first down, moving the chains.
That is just all Aubrey Ellis here. He makes a quick counter right at the line, sees an opening, and it literally just pounds it 5-6 yards downfield for another Mustangs first down.
Looks like we got Justin Smith in at center here for the Mustangs, as we see Caldwell check back into the game. Possibly a bit of a jumbo package here for the Mustangs. So obviously you're going to keep an eye on the right side of the line here with 99 Caldwell as they overload that side. With Ellis as House rolls out to the right. He's going to have a couple options, puts the ball up. Nice out pass to Brady Newcomb. And he gets rewarded with a touchdown after that circus catch earlier in the drive.
Yeah, that was a great play. Watch this. House just rolls out to his right, sees Newcomb coming across. And the Ducks there, they kind of got caught looking for the run. It looked like they were going to run off, and then Aubrey Ellis kind of scattered out from behind the quarterback, and the DBs just couldn't react to the play on time, and that was an easy touchdown for the quarterback.
Easy pitch and catch for House and Newcomb. Oh, we have a new kicker in the game here.
Oh, look at this. This is Denny Dweron, the long snapper. He is in to kick the field goal.
I guess they don't want to lose too many more balls over the GMFA hut, and he gets it through.
That's it, Denny Dweron. A bad snap because Dweron's not snapping the football, but it gets set in time, and sure enough, Denny Dweron gets a convert point here, making the score 46-0 for the Mustangs. Hey, when you're up 46-0, you can try different things, try different tricks, and I'm sure that's one they've been wanting to pull for some time.
It's a good opportunity to reward your players as well. Obviously up 46, nothing here, 3 minutes left to play in the first half. But guys who've come out all summer, worked hard, you want to be able to give them an opportunity to have some fun on the field here as well and reward them with an opportunity to kick an extra point. And usually when you see, you know, an old lineman with a cowboy collar lined up to kick an extra point, it's a little different here for sure. But we see again the Mustangs kicking off, the Ducks keeping 6 defenders in the front line. That ball bounces around a little bit here, picked up by the Ducks. I think that's number 80, Jason Beach.
Well, that was another mishandled ball. It was another mishandled ball on the kick. It hit the player, and he had to run up to recover that ball. Good thing he didn't put his knee down, but luckily it wasn't on the front line this time. It was deep, and they had time to react to the ball.
Yeah. That's why you're always taught to catch the ball in the air so that, again, the ball doesn't bounce behind you, ricochet off you and bounce forward, because it is a live ball. Any defender could recover that for possession.
Anytime that ball hits the ground, you just don't know where the ball's going to go. So that's why you've got to catch it in the air.
So let's see if the Ducks have anything up their sleeve here in this drive. As Lamer's going to look to the air anyway as he scrambles out to his left. Hit there late. Oh, and Dunfield finally down with a catch.
Yeah, there you go. Owen Dunfield, that's the kid I told you had to watch. He is an excellent athlete, and those were great hands up in the air to come down with that ball. That's going to be a first down. The referee's just waiting to confirm it. Ball's here.
Looks like well past first down yardage here. So
we got a flag on the play. We have a roughing the passer. So we're going to go up 15 yards from where the end of that ball took place.
Roughness roughing the passer against the Mustangs.
I was going to say Lamer did take a shot at the end of that throw. Obviously deemed a little late here.
For the Ducks.
So I want to say the first time over the 50-yard line here for the Ducks into Mustang territory. Let's see if they can keep this drive as, again, empty backfield for Lamer. See if they motion anybody into the back, but this is most likely going to be in the air. Oh, they do run a bit of a counter.
Yeah, we saw this play earlier in the game where the two slot receivers on both sides of the field come crashing towards the middle. The ball's handed off. But again, the Mustangs just stayed in that zone defense, Chris, and they were able to shut that down very quickly.
That was number 89, Danny Goodrow, or Gordo. Looks like with that run, that is going to bring up 2nd and 8. Let's see here. Was Lamer scans the defense. Moncton basically sitting in a 4-3 zone. He rolls to his left again, his off throwing side. Oh, tried to hit that comeback, fell short.
That'll bring up 3rd down.
So I'm not sure.
We got a little bit of, not sure if you guys are having a problem with the screen itself right now, but okay, but we'll try to break it down for you the best we can. Again, he's having a tough time. Laming's having a tough time out of the pocket throwing because he's trying to throw off that back foot, and when you're rolling out, trying to complete a pass on the run is very difficult. It proved to be that right there.
And especially as a right-handed quarterback rolling to your left, you're offside. That's a good job by the defense. Pressure. Oh, and almost a pick 6. Was that Brown jumping that route?
That was 27 there for the Mustangs. 27 almost intercepted that ball.
That's Kyle Mills at a Trimble.
Yeah, you could see these DBs for the Moncton Mustangs, Chris. They're starting to jump the routes on the Ducks, and if they don't get a little bit crisper on that passing, there will be a couple more pick 6 here this afternoon.
I'm not sure if the DBs for the Mustangs are even going to honor the deep ball at this point. They're going to be jumping every out and underneath route that they can get a break on. Getting ready for 4th down. The Ducks going to be going for it here, 4th and a good 8 yards. Trailing by 46 here in the first half. Might be a good time to bring out the fumble Ruski. Lamer does have some defenders in the backfield with them as he puts it up for number 17, trying to come back to the ball. Incomplete. That was Kelson Daigle.
All right, watch this passing play here. Do you see the quarterback on this throw? He's throwing off his back foot. It's off his back foot, and that's why he's not able to zip it downfield into his receiver's hands, and that's why the ball's floating. That's why the DBs are getting able to make plays on the ball. It's really important that that quarterback steps into his throws versus throwing it off that back foot, and that's the difference we're seeing between the Mustang quarterbacks and the Ducks quarterbacks at this point.
Yep, throwing mechanics a big part here for quarterbacks, as the Mustangs are going to take over on their 48. Would expect them to keep this on the ground here as they lead by 46. And they do. Same play, that's McCackern, number 10. Still able to pick up 11 yards here on first down, move the chains.
That's good for a Mustangs first down.
And this is basically what can happen if you're the Ducks, where you've got 8 guys in the box to stop the run, and the Mustangs still able to rip off 11 yards here, it seems like, with ease on first down.
We saw that with the Wanderers last week. If you played your defense too tight to play the run, the quarterbacks for the Mustangs can get that ball deep downfield.
So let's see, it was House again handing off to McCackern. He searches for a hole inside. Looks to pick up a good 4.5, 5 yards.
You're going to see on that play, number 19, Andrew Hess. He's playing the role of Brandon Caldwell right now, and he's in there as that big offensive fullback, if you will, and the runners will most likely be running in his direction.
Not sure if Hess is related to Peter Hess out of Sackville, former quarterback. Oh, we see McCackern again. Up, that's going to be enough for a first. Move the chains.
That's exactly what they did there. 19 was lined up on the right side of the formation. He moved towards the center. The running back came right up behind him and was able to pick up another Mustangs first down.
That's going to move the chains and keep the clock running here as we approach the end of the first half. Let's see if the Mustangs are content to just keep this ball on the ground and run out the clock, or if they're going to look to go to the end zone here before half. Handoff is to McCackern. He's got some room off the right side. Nice tackle there by, I want to say number 35 here from the Ducks.
Looked like 25. 25 was the person in on that tackle for the Ducks.
Looks like a hook.
Yeah. And Dylan House at this point is just going to keep running the ball. He wants the time to get to come off the clock. There's 14 seconds left in this half.
This should be the last play of the half here for the Mustangs. Let's see if they take a knee or if they are going to run a play.
The Ducks are pretty tight to the formation as if this is going to be a run play. It is a run play. And that's it. There's no flags on the play. This is going to be end of halftime, and the score is 46-0 at halftime.
So 46-0 for the Moncton Mustangs. McCackern just adding to the stat sheet on that run. That's going to bring us to halftime here at Rocky Stone Field. We're going to see what adjustments are going to be made here when they get in the locker room. But there's going to have to be a lot of chalk talk here for the Ducks to put together a game plan to come out here and put up some points against this Mustang defense. So that's going to do it here for the first half from Rocky Stone. Stay tuned for the second half. Chris Corey, Ray Dunn coming to you from Centennial Park here in Moncton. We'll see you after the break. The Mustangs kicking off to the Southern NB Ducks. That's number 17, Kelson Daigle.
Yeah, we're back for second half football. Mustangs are up 46-0. Motivation. Chris, what's the head coach saying to the Ducks players to get them motivated to come out and play the second half football, which could be their last game of the season when you're down 46-0?
Well, at this point, you're telling them this isn't how you want your season to end. You want to come out here with some pride to put some points on the board and battle for another 30 minutes here to show what you're made of. So we'll see if they did make any strategical adjustments in the change room, as they do look to run the ball on first down. Positive gain there by number 22. Looks like Hunter Milligan.
They stuck with number 8. Laming is going to be the quarterback in the second half. The clock is rolling, so it's going to be a running clock for the second half. And looking at the Mustangs defense on that play, they're in a zone defense, and they're going to stay zone as long as this score stays 46-0.
Mustangs will be able to play conservatives. Actually, Lamer's under center. They're going to try a bit of a run here out of an I formation, but that's swallowed up in the backfield. Looks like Darren Burns able to fight off the double team. Come in there. That's number 4 as well, Zach Terrio. He's been all over the field today, blowing that up in the backfield.
Brought down for a loss.
That's going to bring the Ducks up here with 3rd and 5. Already here in the third quarter. So back to a more traditional. He's got a 32 set here. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. 1 running back off to the side and shotgun. Bad fumbled snap. Oh, and he's going to be down inside the 10-yard line. And that's going to bring up a 4th and forever for the Ducks.
Yeah, that just makes it tough on you. When you're having a tough time snapping that ball, it makes it a tough day for the quarterback, and he does not need things to be any tougher, Chris. It's been a tough role for them to go at this point. Now, there's a big substitution change coming in for the Ducks right now, and it's only 2nd down.
That's going to be 4th down.
Oh,
so
there we go. Yeah,
team.
They flipped the box. It is 4th down now, so they will be punting. Now, it'll be interesting whether they actually punt this or just down it in the end zone and give up the 2 points.
Not only would you concede the safety, the 2 points, but you also give the ball back to the Mustangs on a free kick. So they're going to kick away, onside man. Let's see if they do try to do anything. That's going to be returned here, bust to the Mustangs. He's got some room. And that is going to be Jarrell Jr. Josie Rain.
It's good. You know, it's an interesting call because you see a lot of times in Canadian football on special teams close in your own end zone where a coach will just concede a safety and give up 2 points and then line up at the 35 and kick the ball downfield for field position. The only problem with what they did there is they saved the 2 points, but now the Mustangs have the ball inside your 30-yard line. They're going to be charging for another 6 points. It's a very tough decision with that option in Canadian football.
Really tough decision for the Ducks to make here at this point, but House back in the game. He'll probably be content to hand the ball off, as this is going to be McCacker. Oh, no, this is number 20. This is going to be Caleb Fogarty.
Yep, Caleb Fogarty tried to get outside what the Mustangs been doing all afternoon, but there is a flag down on the Mustangs. It looks like holding. So this ball will be coming back to the line of scrimmage, back 10 yards, and it will still be 1st down. So it's going to be 1st and 20 for the Mustangs.
And again, that's still good field position here for the Mustangs, and really this is going to run more time off the clock for the Stangs as the clock continues to run.
We got NBFOA officials on the sticks today, Chris. So we have a professional downs box, Jason Curry, on the downs box. So he knows what he's doing there today as far as marching off those penalties.
Yeah, well, obviously playoff time here in the MFL. They bring in the A crew. Oh, and House brought down from behind.
Yeah, that snap off the line of scrimmage, you can see how important Corey Lorette is to the Mustangs offense. We've constantly seen balls snapped high, and House was in a bad situation there. He had to adjust to that high snap and got outside to try to pick up a couple yards, and actually the Ducks made a nice play for a tackle for a loss.
I think that high snap threw off the timing of that play where House had to pull it down himself and make something out of nothing. But nice tackle there by Godfrey Bovey. Catching House from behind. House is going to go to the air, and he's got a receiver deep, and that's caught. Number 13, Ethan Hackman.
That's going to be another first down. That time the snap was perfect, right into his hands. And look at the step forward. See how he stepped forward into that front foot? I mean, the ball wasn't crisp, but he was able to get the ball downfield on target for a big first down for these Mustangs.
That moves the chains and puts the Mustangs in scoring position here once again inside the 10-yard line. Already leading 46-0. Let's see what House decides to distribute the ball here down in the red zone. Looks like a heavy formation off to the right here if that's Caldwell. Oh, and a pitch counter to Caldwell. Oh, he gets stumped in the backfield. Trying to bring out some trickeration. That was going to be a walk-in touchdown. You're going to see here a bit of a little shovel pass. 99 on the right flank.
Yeah, that's a shuttle pass there to Caldwell, and he just got a little tripped up, ran into his own offensive lineman there, and I'm going to give the offensive lineman credit for the tackle on that play, but yeah, that was an opportunity there for. Now I see trainers on the field here, but here we go. We got a player going off for the Ducks. That's the defensive lineman or defensive end.
I think that's the defensive end that Caldwell ran into. But, you want to reward some of your players, like you said, to give an opportunity almost like Refrigerator Perry here in the red zone.
Yeah.
But Caldwell, former D lineman out of Acadia, they just want to line him up as a true fullback behind the QB and let him run a dive. We'll try again here on second down. Second and goal to go. They empty out the backfield, so House is going to roll to his right. Similar to how he scored at the end of the first half, just a quick out. That's going to be touchdown number 23, Tony Hicks.
Yeah, look at this. He rolls out to his right. He's looking for a receiver, makes a beautiful throw on the run, and then he just gets the ball to the pylon. And that's a touchdown. The Mustangs have not come out here with the brakes. They still got their foot on the gas pedal, and they've put up another 6 points. They're now at 52, pending this extra point.
And the good thing for the Mustangs, they haven't had to run that many different plays.
Now we have another new person in here to kick this extra point. That's number 72 who's kicked that through.
So they may be auditioning here for kickers as well. Siku Sidibe, D lineman, lots of leg. Possibly a former soccer player.
He had no problem putting that through. So now the Mustangs are at 53. And again, in Game 4, down in St. John at Arthur Miller Field, the Mustangs were up 54-0. The clock is running. We're down to 6 minutes and 34 seconds in the second quarter. It will be interesting to see how the Ducks respond to this. Are they going to try to put the ball downfield, or are they just going to run the ball at this point, Chris?
Well, at this point, regardless of the adjustments I think you make at this point, there's some mismatches offensively and defensively here where the Mustangs clearly the better team, but at the same time, the Ducks, you want to show some fight here and put some points on the board.
Yeah. I'll tell you, as a referee, this is one of the toughest games to stay focused in. When you've got a score of 53-0, it's very easy to lose focus of what you're doing out on the field as an official. So these guys got to talk to themselves, keep themselves focused in the game, as well as a lot of things get out of hand when you've got a big score like this. So they've got to stay on top of these players to make sure they keep playing football.
And that's really the biggest thing, is keeping player safety here at the priority. Oh, it's a bit of a counter there. They run inside with some misdirection from Dunfield, but that's going to be a little counter handoff here to...
Yeah, that was a little play action handoff there. Dunfield came in on that jet sweep, kind of faked it off to him, gave it off to the running back. But again, the Mustangs are playing a basic zone defense right now. So if they stay in that pattern, it's going to be really tough to trick this defense.
Carl Van Snick with the tackle on that last play. That was Noah Tarnay that ran that dive as they try the right side this time.
Yeah, watch Jamie Gallant here again, number 7. He is, again, he's in a zone position, but once you see the ball, you attack the ball, and that's exactly what the Mustangs are doing. They're staying zone, and they're attacking the ball carrier.
Gabriel St. Germain in there as well on that tackle, as it's now 3rd and 6 here for the Ducks. Obviously 4 down territory already. Let's see if they put this in the air. Oh, another sweep. Oh, and he's going to throw. Dunfield in the air. And a completion. Some razzle-dazzle from the Ducks.
I told you had to watch out for Dunfield. This kid does have an arm. He has thrown touchdowns in high school football. And that time they ran the little sweep, and Dunfield pulled up and put a pass downfield to number 17, Kelson Daigle. And the Ducks got, that's a great play. Where was that play in the first quarter, Chris?
Well, hey, he's bringing some tricks out of the bag here to move the ball. Probably their biggest play of the afternoon. Into Mustang territory here inside the 50. Let's see what they dial up. Oh, false start, which probably wasn't in the play call. So that's going to move them back 5 yards, but finally a bit of momentum here for the Ducks.
Yeah, that's another procedure on the offense. We're going to go back 5 yards. It's going to be 1st and 15. And that's really tough. You just had a big play. You had something big downfield, and then to come right back out with a 5-yard penalty, it takes momentum right away off of what you've just built. Now they've got to pick up 15 yards to move the chains, and let's see what they can do here.
So in the pistol is Lamer. 2 receivers each side. Oh, and they do a bit of a pitch here. Looks like a new running back.
That's the defensive end.
That's the DN, Godfred Abovi.
Yep. He has come in, and they wanted to give him a shot at running back, and he had a great pickup there. That was about an 8-yard run for the Ducks. Now it's going to be 2nd and 7.
Abovi still in the backfield here. Probably the biggest run of the afternoon for the Ducks. They're going to the air. Quick hitch. Oh. He may be injured here on that play. Think he had the catch. We'll see if the ball came out late.
That was a good throw by Laming here. He stepped into that pass, caught it.
That's complete to Danny Gordo.
I believe he was down.
Initially, I thought maybe he knocked the wind out of himself landing on the football, but that doesn't seem to be the case. He had a hand reaching on his back there. Still does, but he's up on the field walking off. Seems to be okay.
It'll be 3rd and 1.
Looks good. Sometimes when you see an arm pinned behind a back like that of a receiver, you think, oh, it could be a shoulder or an elbow.
His arms are swinging. It does not appear to be an arm injury. I think we'll see him back in the game fairly soon.
The Ducks now lining up to scrimmage from the 35. Let's see if they get the ball back to Abovi here. On the ground, they're going to the air. Oh, quick little hitch to Abovi with some room. Oh, ahead of steam. Still haven't brought him down, but
There's an animated first down for you, Chris. He's very excited about that. A little screen pass out to the right. He takes it. Again, the Mustangs are in that zone defense, so there's going to be room there. And he takes it down. Look at he's very excited about that first down.
Finally, some emotion from the Ducks here. This is what they need, some energy and some fire. Like Bovey providing that. Let's see if they keep feeding him the rock here. There you go, and they do pitch. Oh, and the Mustangs ready for it this time. As that's 92, Van Snick.
Yeah,
well, that's Gabriel St. Germain, sorry.
Yeah, Gabriel St. Germain, he's one of the best in the league, and he did not get tricked there. He sniffed that out right away for a big loss on the play. You know, I understand that in this league it's tough to play both ways, but we've seen some very positive plays here out of the Ducks by, you know, putting a defensive end at running back. Maybe this should have been a strategy from the first quarter, knowing you're playing in this team, the Mustangs.
Oh, they go play action. Under pressure is Lamer. He puts it up. Oh! And Dunfield had it in his hands. Incomplete. A chance to get some points on the board here for the Ducks as the third quarter comes to an end.
Yeah, that was a great play-action play there. They had Dunfield wide open, and that is something you don't see. That Dunfield's got great hands, and normally he's coming down with that pass every time. And you can see right now he's still very upset with himself that he didn't come down with that touchdown.
And that was really the first time they were able to set up that play-action pass where they couldn't establish a run early in the first half.
Yeah.
So finally had the defense biting up a little bit here to stop run. They took their shot in the air and, you know, had a chance to put some points on the board, just unable to come down with it.
And you know what I like about what they're doing right now is they're playing more of a base offense. They don't have all these guys running in motion all over the place. There's too many things going on with an offense for a quarterback, you know, for a young quarterback. The fact that they're able to play more of a base defense now with number 95 in the backfield, it's helping this offense.
Definitely a spark here for them as they try. Oh, the same play. Oh, and he throws the interception. Oh, and that's going to be taken to the house. And he's going to hold up. He pulls up number 24, Kent McDonald.
Kent McDonald was just offered a gift there. Takes the interception and takes off like my Greyhound Phil downfield. But, you know, one thing about Ken McDonald, I mean, we talk about this is senior men's football, right? Ken McDonald is a senior men's football player. Let me tell you that. He was cooking something up on that play and took that ball downfield and almost had a pick six.
I think he saw about 50 yards ahead of him, and Bovey was tracking him down with some speed, and I think he made the business decision, I think, to take a knee and take the yards after the interception. But, again, on that same play they tried to run earlier, the slot option where Dunfield was going to throw, would have been better suited to just throw that into the turf. As they turn the ball over here to the Mustangs again. 14 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Mustangs clinging to a 53-0 lead. Dylan House still in the game here for the Mustangs, and that's, I guess, one of the benefits of having a lead early, almost like a bye week here for some of your starters as they get to rest up. And House is airing it out. First down. Oh!
What a play by the Mustangs. I mean, I'm thinking run. The fans are thinking run. The defense is thinking run. And then House pulls back and puts the ball downfield, and the receiver just got tangled up trying to make that catch.
It's Edward Adderley.
Yeah, Adderley just got tied up trying to make that catch, but that could have very easily been a big first down downfield. Instead, it's going to be second down for the Mustangs.
And I think some of these play calls, too, obviously you'd say, oh, you're just going to run the ball. But some of this is to reward some players who've come to practice all week, haven't had a lot of game situation, game reps, where they're going to try to get a ball to a receiver who hasn't had a lot of catches this year. And I think that was what that situation was. Almost a catch there by Adderley. Now the quick hitch to the outside. Oh, and he may take it from here. Showing off the speed. That's Adderley again as they go back to him.
What a play by the Mustangs there. Little screen pass to Adderley, and he just uses that speed. Watch this. Here we go. House. Little screen pass. Good block there, and he's down. I mean, he's downfield, and number 4, good effort, cuts him off, and their defense was able to take him down.
Adderley looks like a decent athlete out of the flag league. So, like you said, trying to get the ball into some hands of some rookies who haven't had a lot of snaps this year, possibly. So Moncton now inside the 35. Looks like Ellis in the backfield with House. And they're going to the air once again. Deep strike. Oh! I think he was expecting him to come back to the ball. That looked like Sam Melanson. Or no, that was Tyler Ivany. 88.
Well, at this point, Chris, I think it's fair to say that the Maritime Bowl is going to be hosted here in Moncton next week by the Mustangs. Their opponent will either be the St. John Wanderers or the Fredericton Fleet. That game is taking place at 4 p.m. today at Canada Game Stadium in St. John. The winner of that game will be here next Saturday.
We just seen a pretty tight game between the Wanderers and the Mustangs last week. Could be a rematch being set up as a quick out here to Newcomb. Looks like he's able to pick up the first down here and gets down for the Mustangs.
Well, when you talk about rematch, okay, I just got a couple stats for you on past Maritime Bowls. For the past,
lay them on me.
For the past 4 Maritime Bowls, it's been the Mustangs and the Wanderers. In 2019, the Mustangs won the last Maritime Bowl 34-27. St. John won it 42-33 the previous year. And they've gone back and forth for the last 4 years. It's been 2-2, so this could be a tiebreaker over the past 5 years.
Obviously, 2 of the stronger programs here with the Wanderers and the Mustangs. Let's not forget teams out of Nova Scotia and PEI as well, unable to play this year due to the COVID restrictions. But Ellis, big gaping hole through the middle. He's galloping down inside the 2. He could. Final push here, just going to be short of the goal line.
He tried to get the nose of that football to the goal line, Chris, but the Ducks defense did a good job of keeping it out. It's now going to be first down at the 1-yard line. Aubrey Ellis did everything he could to get that ball into the end zone. The last time we had a team other than St. John or the Mustangs win the Maritime Bowl was 2012 when the Halifax Shockers beat the Wanderers 45-6 in the finals. So it'll be great to see football again in 2022 when Nova Scotia and PEI are back in the league to add a mix to these finals.
We'll see a bit of a dive here.
Great play there by the Ducks. Great play to keep this ball out of the end zone. Watch the defensive player. Number 51 pulls Ellis down right there. That's Dwayne Guy. Dwayne Guy, I think that's how you pronounce it. Again, if you're looking for how to pronounce the name, I'm the last person in the world to come to. That's why I'm a zebra.
Either way, number 51. Nice tackle on the goal line. They run it again with Ellis inside, and he's stuffed again by that Ducks line. There's number 50, Rob Blakemore. Crashing down, defensive end. Looks like number 30, Adam Johnson as well.
You know, it's great to see, you know, as we're coming out of COVID, we've got more and more fans here at the game today. We've got, look at 4 or 5 dogs along the fence catching the game as well. It's good to see people back in the stadium for football.
Absolutely. Looking forward to getting back to, like you said, the regular expanded league here with Nova Scotia and PEI. And again, the Ducks with a big stand. Where was this in the first half? But a big stand on the goal line here for the Ducks as
Yeah,
Lots of penetration and 3 defenders tackling Ellis before he even gets to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, the Ducks are really playing aggressive off that D-line right now, and they're not just bringing down any running back. They're bringing down Aubrey Ellis, and it's now going to be 4th down, and it looks like the offense is still out there. It definitely is. Dylan House is going to be under center.
Let's see if they try something to Adderley here on the outside. Looks like it's going to be a pass. Oh, counter to Ellis. And he's got the corner. Oh, is the ball out? No signal yet.
They've got him down at the 1-yard line. He did not get into the end zone on that play.
And a good effort there by the Ducks defensive line in pursuit. You're going to see a little counter here from Ellis. He thinks he's got touchdown ahead of him, and there it is. They're 87.
87. Lucas Keating came in very aggressive. He chose a very aggressive line to the ball, was able to get to the ball before the Aubrey Ellis was able to get the nose towards the goal line. The ball came out loose, but the officials determined that he was down before the ball came loose, so it's going to be Ducks ball at their own 1.
Ellis trying to reach the ball over the goal line to break the plane, but ruled down before that able to happen. So now, do you go on a hard count here if you're the Ducks?
We got the Ducks head coach yelling in late instructions.
Oh boy. And a bad fumble into the end zone. This is going to be a safety. And the Mustangs are going to get the ball back as the Ducks shoot themselves in the foot here again.
Yeah, that's been a challenge for them all day, the snap off the center. If you watch Laming on this replay, it's almost like he wasn't even looking at the center at the time the ball was snapped. Looked like he was still checking out what was going on with the defense. And due to a communication error, that ball was snapped over his head, and it's safety.
So that's going to pad the lead here to 55. Nothing here for the Mustangs.
And the Mustangs are going to take the ball. They're going to take the ball at their own 35. There's going to be no kickoff.
So the Mustangs having the option here to scrimmage from their own 35. The clock is still running. So they will save themselves having to run a return.
There's 5 minutes left to go in this game. At this point, I'm going to say the Mustangs are going to run the ball. But from what we've seen so far, Chris, I have no idea what's going to happen here. All right? This team could come out throwing the ball here. But Dylan House has rolled out as your quarterback again here. The sun is starting to come back out on the field and dry things up a little bit.
Had a bit of sprinkles here throughout the afternoon. No heavy downpour, but just a little bit of rain that was forecasted. So the Mustangs come out here with pistol formation, one running back behind House. And they do go to the air. Oh, and dropped.
Pass is incomplete. That brings up 2nd down.
Again, trying to feature Adderley here a little bit. And again, you talked about Lamer taking his eye off the snap before fumbling that long snap. Again, Adderley looked to get upfield here before catching that ball, took his eye off it. Falls incomplete.
You got to keep your eye on the ball. Whether you're a quarterback, receiver, if that ball's coming, you got to keep your eye on the ball.
So replay 2nd down here from the 35, and now it's a run to the outside. That slot jet sweep. Oh, and finally stuffed for no gain.
No gain. The Ducks looked for that play this time, and soon as Adderley made the motion to come back behind the offensive line, the Ducks went with them, and they were able to stop them on the outside.
It'll be 3rd down for the Mustangs.
That looked like number 88 coming up there for Michael Maloney. Says he's a receiver, but nice stick there by the Ducks defender coming out with a good angle on the outside. So 3rd down now for the Mustangs. And we've got the same play to the opposite field, and he's got some room to the outside. Oh, he evades that tackle. He's down the sideline. Oh, he couldn't grab him. All the way for a touchdown. It's going to be Tyler Ivany.
Ivany, he avoided a couple big tackles there. 44 had a good shot at him, but he couldn't bring him down. And then what a great effort here. Look at number, I believe it's 43, or number 53 for the Ducks. He tried a last attempt to bring him down, but he was off to the races on that one. And that is going to put the score up to 61-0. The Mustangs are making a statement here today. And again, they're using a lot of backup players in this game to give them some game time. But 44 is on his way off. We've got 2:39 left in this game.
So the good news for the Mustangs is that's basically the same play they've ran 16 times today, just to the opposite side of the field.
Yeah.
So even for game planning for next week, they haven't tipped their hat. They haven't shown anything out of their offensive playbook that their opponent can prepare for.
Yeah.
So they've been able to run very few plays, just running them to the opposite sides of the field, and keep it barely basic and simple, and not tip their hand as to what they may come out with here next week.
We have Ben George kicking again out there. This time he puts it on the deck. Good luck getting that ball back. Are they going to have any balls left with George kicking this ball on converts?
They're only $100 a piece. Back at the Moncton Mets games, you used to get M&Ms if you return the foul balls, but I'm not sure what the reward is here at Rocky Stone.
You know, it has not been an easy day for weather for both these teams, the officiating crew. But, Chris, I think we should give a big shout-out to our production crew today. They, too, had to deal with the weather today. And we know our cameramen, they're definitely not Ducks. They don't like this rain up on the roof there. Certainly not
As enjoyable when you're on top of the booth here having to film the game, but certainly appreciate the efforts of all the crew behind the camera making this possible here for the Maritime Football League. Great job as always.
We got 1:40 left in this game. Mustangs kicking away.
Fielded almost at the goal line here as they do run it out. Out to the 30-yard line or so here for the Ducks.
When that ball was caught, he kind of looked at his partner there. It almost looked like they were going to run a reverse, but he decided to keep the ball, and he had a good return out to the 35-yard line here.
Guess they couldn't run the Music City Miracle when the ball was kicked down the middle.
I'm a Buffalo Bills fan. I do not want to talk about any music miracles.
Well, actually, so that's 2 weeks in a row, and that's the first mention of the Buffalo Bills. I'm surprised we made it that long. But 53 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. As we try, they're feeding that Bovey again. He's off the left side, just on pure determination.
All I can tell you, if I am Darcy Barker, the head coach of the Ducks, I am going to look at this kid to be my starting running back in 2022 because he has been very productive here in the second half for the Ducks, that's for sure.
Certainly given their offense a spark here in the second half.
And we've got 15 seconds left in this game. This is most likely going to be our last play of the game pending a penalty.
They get another pit. And Bovey takes the pitch and has to cut it up the middle. He's going to be brought down around the 55, and that should do it. Here as the Moncton Mustangs hold on for the victory here in week 1 of the playoffs in the MFL. So they will go on to face the winner of the Wanderers and the Fredericton Fleet here next week in the championship game. And their undefeated season remains intact.